over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck is fucking? How did you do fucking fuck? Fuck! Game over, man. Game over. Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?
Johnny, what do you know about illegal narcotics?
Oh, we're all blown to bits. Mind if I pull the underwear out of my crack?
Welcome, everybody. We've got a show for you today. All right, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. And applauding hands and emotes in the chat. The hands part is a little weird because now they're just sitting there. What am I supposed to do with those? I have no idea. All right, we have a show for you today. Stammer a little more, you little bastard. All right, asking you shall receive. We have normally we'd be going till 5:30. I was planning to do that today, but I regret to inform you my daughter has informed me that she demands time to hang out with her dad, and so today is ending at 5 promptly, and we will do the whole being a dad thing for a bit. So yes, we will not be doing overtime today. We're also not worrying about a goal. Good to see you, Johnny says, Riding Dirty Llama. Good to see you, Riding Dirty Llama. Mikey Two Milks in the channel. Charlie Don't Surf saying, "Aw, that's sweet." Well, I don't know about sweet. It's definitely, it was a bartering thing. She was not being agreeable this morning, and boy, did we have to sweeten the pot. So that one's gonna be fun. I will say this: I don't spend enough time with her because I am a horrible piece of shit, and I need to do more of that. So definitely gonna be doing that today. And again, she kind of made that declaration this morning after I got done down here. So I was like, all right, fine, screw it. I'll end the show. I won't do the overtime thing, and we'll just hang out. So I'll smoke a little bit. I'll stutter and stammer some more like a stutter and mutter and prick. But I'll smoke a little bit out of what I have here. And after that, I think I'm going to rely on the vape, so that way it stays nice and kid-friendly. Need Trump saying hello. Hello, Need Trump. Good to see you, Need Trump. Good to see you. Good to see all of you. We have, again, a star-studded show, packed and loaded and ready to bear to take us all the way till 5 o'clock, at least, I should say. Hello, Cripple, says Trucker 18-Wheeler. You know, people say like, "Hey, doesn't that seem disrespectful or whatever?" Like people calling you a cripple. I'm like, why? It's not like it's not like people being nice to me about my condition will make my condition disappear. So when someone says hello, cripple, I say thank you. I kind of feel like it's almost like what is that movie now? Fucking Gangs of New York. Hello, priest. Just hello, cripple. Someday I wish to have an arch nemesis who says hello, cripple to me like that. That would be super. All right, a little bit of herb for in a minute here. And again, our show unfortunately ending at 5. I apologize. Holy Crip, it's a crapple. I mean, I feel like Holy Crap, it's a cripple would be a better one, but Holy Crip, it's a crapple isn't bad either.
Warning. An asshole has entered the chat.
Thank you for the 50 bits, Wilmer Autotech. Let's check before we get going on the show too hard here. Where are we at? All right, we are a ways off from a sticker party, so we don't need to worry about that. But yes, Mikey, I feel like Holy Crip, it's a crapple, and he made me drop my Snapple. Like, there you go. Atomic Ray on the Rumble saying, howdy, Johnny. You need to teach the kids early about busy work. I don't know what you mean by that, Atomic Ray. My daughter gets home from school well before the show is done. I'm ending the half hour early because otherwise then she'll be doing like dinner by the time. So it's like I end a half hour early. We hang out for like 45 minutes. Then she goes up and has dinner and we hang out some more. Look, and she likes hanging out with Dad, and he bought a Mario game for his phone that she loves. Like, do I know what the kid likes? Yes, I know what the kid likes. I know she loves Mario. Her mother and I have tried very hard to subliminally instill Mario in her head, and I think it worked. So, all I will say to that is, you're welcome, I guess. I don't know. Either way, I'm happy about it. That's what that face says. It says you're happy. Alrighty, so like I said, we'll end in 3 hours. I apologize. We do have our first hour stories fully loaded. We've got everybody kind of filtered in, so I don't know how much more fucking around we need to do. If you're enjoying the show, or if you do at any point, remember you got that old thumbs up button. Certainly helps. The old algorithms and stuff. We're on the Twitch, the YouTube, the Rumble, all of it. And we're doing it. We're doing it live. Let's switch over to the Stream Manager one so I can see what's going on over there. There we go. And great. Where's our first story? Boom. Whew. Alrighty. Mario Maker on PC is goated. You dick, I haven't gotten there yet. This is why I can't click into stories early. This is why. Saint Caesar Mario Maker on PC is goated. Well, she's 5, so there's a limited amount of gaming she can do. So right now we're working with her on Sonic the Hedgehog, and the Mario game we have is for the phone. You just tap the screen and it makes him jump. He runs automatically, and he kind of like cartwheels over most small obstacles. So it's really nice. It's free. Search Engine Kingdom on Discord. I'm sure it's awesome. I was saying Mario Maker sounds like making levels and things for Mario and Atomic Ray. I shouldn't have brought this up. Now we're getting into too. Are you Mario or Luigi? Well, you start out as Mario, but it's a free-to-play game. However, like I said, I skipped that and just paid for it. If you pay for it, you unlock Luigi right away. Otherwise, you can unlock him. You play other people's levels. Well, that sounds interesting. Either way, like I said, probably not something the kiddo is ready for yet. The Mario thing, big for her. But like I said, it's really easy where all she has to do is tap the screen. And she likes watching it so much that getting her to tap the screen is kind of the big thing that we're working on now. But yeah, she also loves Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm very happy about that. That one's Daddy's. Mario is Mommy's. Sonic is Daddy's. Daddy was a Sonic guy. Sorry. But, look, is Mario fun? Is it exciting? Yeah. But Mario is grandpa speed compared to Sonic. Sonic is Mario on crack. Just goddamn fucking crazy. And it's a hedgehog. They're not known for being speedy. None of it makes sense. Although I suppose we're comparing it to the mythical story of a Italian plumber and his brother who go to a magical kingdom to save a princess and all of her magic mushroom people. So I suppose, what are you going to do? Sonic was way more fun and cool. I will agree to the fun part. I won't say cool because I feel that's an opinion thing, although I kind of agree Sonic was way more cool. I mean, sorry, dude, Sonic has Tails, Mario has Luigi, fucking Mario has Wario, Sonic has Knuckles. It's just better every time. Knuckles was the shit. And Echidna. Thank you for the Symbol Monkey sticker and the 100 bits. Can't wait for Sonic 3 to hit theaters. I have to admit I'm a piece of shit. I haven't watched any of the Sonic movies. I need to Sonic has Amy Rose. If you're talking Sonic has Jim Carrey. I mean, are you talking about the movie? Then yeah, I mean I really haven't paid attention to the movies. I want to, but I haven't. Sorry. I'm a purist. It's the cartoon or nothing. But yeah, so and I'm Italian. Oh, D Gulag really just really sticking the knife in and twisting it now. Now that's just hurtful. But again, thank you for being part of the show. We're going till 5 o'clock because again I have to hang out with my kid. So we have a story. We'll start off with our first story. College student is blaming his parents for his short stature and his inability to date. And apparently when he told this to his parents, his mom started crying. You should cry, Mom. It's your busted vagina that did this to me. Responded one commenter, it's not a death sentence, you're just short. I mean, it's a dating death sentence. All right, some 4,500 people have reacted, and some 2,700 people have shared comments on a social media post shared by an individual who says he blames his parents for his short height and inability to date, with the man asking others on the platform if he's wrong for the way he feels after a blow-up with his parents. Well, I feel like the fact that you have blow-ups with your parents is probably part of your dating problem. Describing himself as a 20-year-old male who is 5'3" tall and attends college. I feel like, I'm sorry, dude. No. No, sir. You don't get to do that. I will be just as judgmental of you as I will of a woman. We need some weight on this. Because 5'3" tall, you might be short. But if you're short and fat, now you're a problem, right? And whose fault is that? Is it hers? Is it his? Is it yours? Whose is it? Who's the person that came at you guns blazing? All right. All right, that one's a weird one. I didn't even want to get. He's right about the height thing. Everything else is his problem. Right? Look, you can blame your parents for being short, but not having a personality is all on you, right? I mean, short people get laid too. Otherwise, midgets would never bone, okay? There are some of the shortest people on the planet just can't stop just, laying pipe. It's my 11th finger. All right, so inability to date. Why? Go away. Stupid ad, stop playing. I don't care about your stupid stuff. Grr. Alrighty, so 20-something, 5 feet, attends college, wrote that the rest of his family is average to tall. My dad is 5'10", my mom is 5'6", and my brothers are 5'1", or 5'11", and 6'1". So you are in a family of people who are just average height, and now because you're not... Wait a minute. You're 5'3". So, I mean, that's not a shit ton shorter than 5'10". I mean, it's only 7 inches. That's what she said. I love short girls. They are easier to carry away. Yes, Fall in the Great. That doesn't sound bad at all. I'm pretty short, 5'6". I had to learn how to be funny and interesting. Plus, I was a singer in a popular rock band. Chicks dig that shit. Yeah, see? That's what you got to do, man. You got to sell your soul. Be a singer in a band, you know? Be a fucking, a photographer and I don't know. I'm just saying, be interesting, man. Have like I don't know. I don't need to have a personality. I'm amazing looking. So I get them based on my beauty. Alrighty, so when he provided more context, when I was 11 or 12, he wrote, my doctor told my family that my pituitary gland was malfunctioning and acting unpredictably. So in the coming years, it would either stop producing growth hormone altogether really quickly and leave me short, or it would overproduce and I'd be tall, 6'3" plus. Okay. Added the man, it was impossible to predict which one would happen, and they suggested hormone stabilizing shots that would ensure normal growth. The individual who goes by the surname Southern Bed 1402 1776 will commence again if you do not allow me to get over 5 feet tall. Alrighty, on the Am I the Asshole subreddit. Right. My parents have been and are still wealthy and had no issues paying for these, but they said I had a chance to become very tall without these shots, so I should take it. The young man added, I said I'd rather have the shots because I'd rather just guarantee I'm average than have a 50% shot of being incredibly short, but they didn't listen. So wait a minute, so you didn't get the shots? I thought you got the shots. Hold on, I'm going back here. Added it's possible which one happened. They suggested hormone shots for normal growth. All right, so as a result, I stopped growing very early, and I'm only 5'3". It's quite literally their choice. Providing more of a personal story, the individual continued, my parents and siblings always make jokes about it and how I don't have a girlfriend, which makes me angry because it was quite literally their choice that led me to the situation in which I don't have a girlfriend and am short. Well, making fun of you for being short, yeah, that is a dick move. Well, at least I should say the parents, it's a dick move. It's not a dick move for your brothers to make fun of you for being short. You're short. They didn't pick it. They didn't pick the shot stuff. But I mean, yeah, that's got to be weird to be able to hold that one on mom and dad. He said that this past weekend they visited me at college and started making the same jokes. So I got angry and shouted at them that they can joke all they want, but the reality is I'm in the situation I'm in because of the choice they made. Ooh. That's a burn. The man wrote, my mom started crying and my dad got angry and said I was being a huge a-hole. So he went on to wonder, am I the asshole? No. Oh, everyone's giving him bright comments. Commenters who chimed in had plenty of sympathy for the original poster, with many telling him they felt badly for him, while also saying that he shouldn't worry about his height. Focus on yourself, your education, and your career. Be a good person, and you'll meet someone worth your time. Yeah, I mean, and worth your height. You know what it is? I'll tell you right now. It's not that you can't get a girlfriend, and I understand the problem. I have it myself, too. It's that your standards are too high. You simply can't reach them. All right. Classic little man syndrome. Yeah, but I'm not talking about his dick. I'm saying he's short. Sound like he stopped growing at 12 all the way around. Right? Like, and here's my question. he might have stopped growing at some early on and not gotten as much height. But DSP got a wife. Anything is possible. I still think that marriage has some interesting things about it. Anyways, sorry, I just I've seen her on screen. I just awfully hard to hit them goals sometimes, and I'm just saying it seems like she works nights. Look, I don't know. I've seen I'm not saying she necessarily is now. I'm just saying she has the look of one, just because there's like a thing that you can sense about ladies who have been in the vicinity of a pole for a significant amount of time. And it's just like I can kind of see it on them. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like, no, that lady has mail order bride situation. Saint Caesar, no. I'm saying that lady was a working at the club situation. Do you feel like they have a pay-for-play relationship? No, not at all. I feel like they have a she bought into his bullshit relationship. I really think like she's just not smart enough to realize that she could do better. She could do better. Mostly just because she is a human woman, and as long as she has a functional vagina, from what I've seen of her, she's not a bad looker, a decent personality, and she's fine. But like I said, I just things about their relationship that I've seen publicly, and again, the time frame of her working and stuff. When he explained the cooking and shit, I'm like, all right, wait a minute. Human women shouldn't mix with pig roaches. Maybe that's her type, man. Maybe he's super funny. Maybe he's hung like a goddamn whale. We have no idea of knowing. I hope they're happy together. You know, if they're happy together, good for them. That's all I say. Look, like I say to Aaron all the time, far be it from me to get between a man and his beard. But Aaron doesn't have a beard. No. Just think it through. You'll get there. Anyways, let's get back to this. You may not want to hear it, but you may have heard it before. But your height won't be a deal breaker for some women. Yeah, but for some women, it totally will. The same writer added, not everyone is so shallow to write off a good guy because of his height. And if they are that shallow, then you don't want to be with them in the long term anyway. Right, but we're focused on his height. I'm curious about his weight. Some commenter added in a later response, hang in there and focus on the things you can control. Right, like your weight. Like I'm guessing you might not be slender. I strongly suggest you stop blaming them for not getting a girlfriend. The not getting a girlfriend part, yeah. Look, you want to blame them for being short. Yeah, not getting a girlfriend is all on you, which is why I think there's a height thing or a fugly face thing. There's something you're not including in this equation. All right? Look, I'm saying you're short. Some ladies like a guy that they just have to push a little bit down on his head and boom, and he's in there, you know, just eating away at his box lunch. All right, short and fat is a bad look, right? And if he is short and fat and you hold out the fat part, now we're being like, oh, your parents are dicks because they put you in a situation where you're short. And I'm thinking, no. Your parents aren't dicks for putting you in a situation. You're not in a situation where you're short because your parents put you in there. Your parents put you in a situation where you're short, but in terms of not dating, that's entirely because of your personality. Why do I keep feeling... maybe I need to shave or something because I keep feeling like there's a fucking hair or something tickling my lip. Yep, it's back at it again right when I get in there. Yeah, that's not me. That's a hair on the microphone. And I don't know where it is. Driving me nuts. I think we got it. There we go. All right, so next story we can do here. Let's keep on keeping the show rolling because, again, we have the show going until... Oh, shit, this is about to do an ad. Hey, look, another advertisement, because this channel can't stop doing ads. You won't let me... All right, fine. I'll mute that then. All right, maybe Pinky Dick. Need Trump. I will say this. There's a certain amount of truth to the belief of smaller bodies having just smaller things, but sometimes people, go above and beyond. And hey, his parents have money. Isn't there something they can do for that, like a surgery or like pills or something? Can't you get like a fucking like vacuum thing to like suck your dick out longer? I don't know. All a woman had to me is point down and say, dig in, and I will start rooting like a truffle pig. Well, thank you, Dead Lester, Dead Jester. Jesus Christ, Johnny. Thank you, Dead Jester 420, for a very poignant ad in there. Just right when I got done with root like a truffle pig, and then burnt, and just... Sometimes they do the work for you. Alrighty, so let's get to this story, and then we've got to really get moving into some video stuff. All right, so Anchorage Mayor Dave Bronson has gained national attention this summer when he proposed buying one-way airfare out of Alaska's largest city for anyone without housing who wanted to leave before winter. Now, with the first snow just weeks away, those free tickets are nowhere in sight, and the city is scrambling to pull together a grab bag of housing options for its more than 3,000 unsheltered residents. The city's mass shelter in a sports arena closed after complaints from neighbors about the bad behavior and bickering between the city's liberal assembly and the conservative mayor killed hopes for a new permanent shelter and navigation center to take its place. The Anchorage Assembly just approved $4 million in funds and will vote on additional elements of an emergency plan next week. City leaders who estimate... All right, why did you jump all the way back? City leaders who estimate they still need to find up to 450 winter beds say they are confident they have enough emergency housing ready, but the mood on the streets is grim. A lot of people are going to freeze, said Scott Gibson, who is preparing to spend his second Alaskan winter outside. Someone recently destroyed Gibson's tent and stole most of what was inside. Now everything he owns fits in a backpack. I have nothing, he said, as he tried to make some money repairing an old car at a homeless encampment across from the library. Cold snaps can plunge temperatures to minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit for days in Anchorage, where winds whip off Cook Inlet. Anchorage last winter had a record 24 deaths outdoors among the homeless population, with 11 fatalities occurring in the winter months between October and April. Alexis Johnson, the city's homeless director... Oh, that's what he said. All right. The city began keeping records in 2017. Alaska's biggest city, an estimated 3,150 homeless individuals, and enough room in shelters for all but 775 people, Johnson said. The city recently brought 4 more housing facilities, which could create space for another 310 people. But it is still seeking winter housing for an estimated 400 to 450 people. Am I a heartless dick for being like, unless there's kids involved, who cares? Look, unless you're homeless with kids, I don't really think I gotta worry about it. Why? You don't have any family members that can help, and this guy was willing to give you a ticket to anywhere out of Anchorage, and you.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Happy Monday, Johnny.
Thank you, Bud Britches. Happy Monday to you, too. Supporting this remarkably dog shit program for 19 months. You should be ashamed of yourself. I mean, how do you sleep at night? But anyways, Let's get him his cowbell. Indeed, the medically applied cowbell. Hey-o. Don't drink your dang oil stimuli away, you damn Alaskan drunkies. Dead Jester, we don't know that they're... Do they all get oil stimulus money? Does, like, everyone just get oil stimulus money? Man. I need to move to Alaska. I could use oil stimulus money. I mean, there's nothing going on there, but then again, I don't know. Is that different? Is it the same? No idea. The Assembly last week also awarded a $1.3 million grant to the Anchorage Affordable Housing Land and Trust, which will need to match the funding to rehabilitate vacant and abandoned properties for about 40 new housing units. They want to start transitioning people out of winter shelters in April. Right, they start transitioning them out of winter shelters in April. But at what point do those people get jobs and stop being homeless? Why are they homeless? The entire time they're in these shelters in the winter, they can't clean up and get a job? I thought Sloppy Joe shut down the pipeline operation after it was completed and ready to be commissioned. You know, maybe. I honestly, Rusty Grammar, I have no idea. But that doesn't mean you don't get an oil stimulus check, you know? There was money promised. It has to be delivered. And I would not be surprised if the people whose homes burned down in Hawaii are getting like $700, but we threw a bunch of money to people in Alaska because we shut down the pipeline. It was like, we don't want to take away all the money they were going to make. Doesn't that seem remarkably unfair? Yeah, but fuck them. Who gives a shit? They live on an island. All right, let's, do we have anything left on this? With Alaska's extra short summer construction season, there must be a lot of progress made between now and April 1st to avoid a repeat of the rush for emergency housing next winter, Riviera said. Borson in July suggested it would be cheaper to fly homeless people to other states or elsewhere in Alaska than to house them for the winter. The unfunded proposal drew angry rebukes from mayors in California and Hawaii and skepticism from many in Anchorage's own unsheltered community. I'm not trying to get rid of people to get rid of them, Bronson said in an interview. I'm trying to get people a solution where they don't freeze to death. Yeah, but it does help that you get rid of them. No, I mean, like, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, man. Turn an old auto parts store into a homeless shelter. Worked well for St. Cloud. You talking about Sock's Rapid Car Wash? I had to literally think of the name because of the horrible commercials. I thought sloppy. We did that one. Alrighty. Send them all to Alaska so they all, my God, Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. That's a black pill if I've ever seen one. Let Alaska have them all. It's their goddamn problem. That seems a little harsh. Just going to say, little harsh. Based, says Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. Alaska sounds like a really expensive place to be homeless. Exactly. Why do you want to stay in Alaska if you're homeless? Look, man, I've said this before about Minnesota, and Alaska's even worse. I would never want to be homeless in Minnesota, all right? It gets fucking cold here in the winter, and if I were homeless, I would just start moving south, right? I would just start going south, further and further south, until I get to somewhere where I can comfortably sleep year-round outside without my balls freezing to my leg. And then we've got a good... I mean, what do you have to lose? You don't have a job or responsibilities, right? So who gives a shit, right? If you had family or something you care about, maybe you'd have somebody to stay with for the winter, but you don't, so fuck it. Go on. They've got to have drugs down there, too. Sandy Squatch, that's what I've always said. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they make meth in the South and fucking coke and weed and shit down there too. I'm sure you can be an alcoholic in Nevada. Like, I feel like those things are not, like, don't limit yourself, all right? Believe in yourself and your ability to be a completely unproductive piece of shit in any part of the world. And you can do it somewhere where you're both physically and emotionally comfortable and not worrying about being wolf food. I mean, why not? You know, just... walk south. You know, I need to learn that a empty water bottle stays empty. It's only a half hour into the show. We're only incredibly screwed. We have a 2.5 hours left in this lovely program. Because again, we're going until 5 o'clock. We're ending it early for the sake of my daughter. Alrighty, so we covered all of that. Political tension between the liberal-leaning assembly and the conservative mayor over policy and process has slowed progress. Yeah, you know what? I kind of don't care. Again, I'm call me a heartless bastard, but I'm on the side of it. Unless there literally are kids involved, I don't give a shit. All right, like panhandle until you have enough for a bus ticket. I mean. I don't think you can bus people out of Anchorage, Alaska. I think that one has to be a plane thing. But, yeah, man. Or move them into Canada. I don't know. Point is, if you're homeless and you don't have any family to care about you or that you can go to from Minnesota, I was saying, oh, well, from Minnesota. It's still, my point is, if you don't have any family to go to, then what's holding you in any place? So I don't ever like, oh, I need shelter because it's going to get cold. I'm like, yeah, so don't be here. Because this is a place where you need somewhere to live. It's not a survive outside environment, and you are a survive outside person. So I love Alaska. I'm never going back to America. Homer Simpson. Yeah, I'm sure that aged well. Looking California and feeling Minnesota. I would say it would be more looking Minnesota and feeling Florida. Does that make sense? I have no idea. All right, so we've got some videos and then we've got some picture stories. So we'll do this one video first, and then we'll go back to the other story we have, and then we'll bounce around a bit. Because, again, we've got 4 stories left to wrap up this first hour. And we're going all the way till 5. And then we're going to have to just call it a day. So thank you for being part of the show. On Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, we very much appreciate it. It is awesome. So are you. This next story is, holy shit, out of Anchorage, Alaska. I did not realize that. This is a beautiful segue. Out of Anchorage, Alaska. Oh, my God. So, photos show a bear and her cubs after they raided a Krispy Kreme donuts van in Anchorage, Alaska. Did I mention another reason to not be homeless in Anchorage, Alaska is the fact that there are bears roving through the city? Bears. Johnny being smart on accident. I know, St. Caesar. It's so amazing and so brilliant, and I think I'm the one who enjoys it more than anyone. I'm the one. I'm accidentally a genius. Out of the refrigerator and into the freezer. Exactly, I will be joshing. It's a cold climate up there. Again, in Minnesota, overall, most of the cities that you could be homeless in the winter, you could talk about being in danger of freezing to death, and that's not a good thing. Could ever talk about being eaten by bears. All right, now I will grant you that in the winter, the bears are significantly less of a problem because they're all asleep. But my point is, in general, we have bears in Anchorage, Alaska as of 4 days ago, viciously emptying a Krispy Kreme donuts van. I really don't see there being any other way to put the point across more clearly. Them motherfuckers are out there. They'll get you, all right? Like, look, if they can get into a van for some fucking donuts, I can guarantee you they can get into a Coleman tent, turn you into jerky. Like, it's just not a good look. Anyways, Anchorage, Alaska. Here, we'll take the camera down. See, Anchorage, I was right.
Krispy Kreme store in Muldoon, store manager Candace Sargent got an unusual call.
And for me, I didn't believe it.
Sergeant Pepper's lonely 'cause she's fat. All the boys had told her no. God damn it, I'm a horrible person. Just as soon as I saw her name was Candace Sargent, I couldn't resist anymore. I'm going to say you look like Krispy Kreme looks your speed.
I was like really astonished.
Her delivery driver reported bears were in the back of his van.
There's no way that bears are in the back of the van. Like you would think donuts and bears. And then I was like, okay, well, how do we solve this?
The driver had left the van briefly unattended as he made a regular delivery to an express store on J-Bear. What he didn't know,
he made a delivery to an express store on J-Bear, and he didn't know there were bears there? Dude, it's J-Bear. J-Bear, he's roaming around. J-Bear, he's on the ground. J-Bear, he's eating all those donuts. He's shoving all those donuts down. He's J-Bear. Da-da-da. Oh, shit. 5W40 Motor Oil correcting me, saying bears do not sleep all winter. Oh, here we go with some facts. Bears do not sleep all winter. They wait for Black Friday sales. Let me guess. Black bears again. Well, I will say this bear does appear to be of the darker persuasion, but we don't know. Is this actual footage? Is this actual Krispy Kreme van cam footage? He smelled the Bismarcks.
is that a mama black bear and her cubs were regular customers.
Oh, of course, they're black bears. We're regular customers outside the store. What do you mean regular customers outside the store? What are they buying outside of the store? If they're not buying anything, then they're selling something. So I'm telling you right now, it is straightforward. Either those bears were purchasing something or those bears were holding. And considering how hard they went for munchies, I think the answer kind of unfortunately speaks for itself. Cocaine Bear has returned.
Outside the store, and that morning they were on the prowl for something sweet to eat.
She was happy because she'd been looking for garbage.
Base store manager Shelly Diano heard noises coming from the van and quickly realized what was happening.
I said, he's in the van. And then the little cub followed and went inside the van, and then they just started eating the donuts.
Diano snapped a few pictures of the hungry bears chowing down.
You could hear them like breaking open the packages. We were trying to beat on the van, but...
Yeah, I'm guessing they're not going anywhere, man. I can't believe those boxes could be so easily broken into. It just takes two black bears with a little bit of time on their hands. Mrs. Sargent will now have to fix a hole. How were the bears? The bears didn't have a gun. What the heck? Notice a lot of bears entering neighborhoods more recently than 5 years ago. Look, I'll say this. 5 years ago, apparently black bears were more timid. But I don't know why we're drawing conclusions. Another smash and grab. These cities need better DAs. Well, I would like to hope that the bears definitely don't get released without bail.
They just kept eating all the donuts. They ate 20 packages of the donut holes, and then I believe 6 packages of the 3-pack chocolate donuts they did.
The experience has led the Krispy Kreme crew to do things a little differently in the future.
All right, we need to send a security guard with every truck from now on at all times. Bears are hungry as shit, and they're coming for our donuts. I mean, I'm amazed they don't have security guards, because, I mean, yeah, Anchorage, Alaska, a couple of bears break in and go after your donuts. What are you going to do? But I assume that, like, Krispy Kreme, like, vans had to fend off fat people just hungry for a fix, you know, just like all the time, you know? Like I'm not saying every person who's overweight is an uncontrollable zombie around a Krispy Kreme truck. I'm just saying around a Krispy Kreme truck, you will probably see obese people who behave like zombies in the proximity of glucose. And just sugar. So, pause up, mother. You're... Ironically, the bears didn't eat any bear claws. Oh.
We'll definitely be learning to slide up our ramp, close the doors to ensure that bears don't get back in there again. So,
a good way to protect their product, but not such good news for bears in search of a tasty treat.
I mean, a tasty treat or just a really powerful aphrodisiac for bears. I mean, I heard Krispy Kreme makes bears want to fuck. I don't know any different. I just know that those 2 bears ate a fuck ton of donuts and then we didn't see them anywhere. I think they went off to find stuff to fuck. And good luck for them. That girl is too giddy. I mean, she's really giddy about it. Yuck. Yuck. Wilmer, you're a dick. Oh. Oh, I clenched my hand so hard I hurt my own hand. Krispy Kremes leave your pubes all sticky. 5 out of 10 stars. Mikey, they leave your pubes all sticky, then that means you have got the wrong dog. See, the problem is the tongue on your retriever is obviously under-salivating. That is a common problem when you're dealing with the wrong breed of dog. The bear gets by with a little bit of help from his friends. Krispy Kreme melts steel beams. I mean, Krispy Kreme doesn't melt steel beams, but the people who tend to eat a lot of them can bend steel beams with sitting on them. But, wash your hands before you touch your junk, right? And wash your junk before you cover it with food to entice an animal to lick it. That's just common courtesy. You don't want to sully the meal, you know? Like, everyone should be happy. There's no way there's a bear in the back of that van because I'm the bear in the van. Okay, trucker. I didn't know. Peanut butter, says Bishop. Yes, right? We're saying peanut butter. I mean, why be so lowbrow? It's 2023. We can elevate the game. Pudding. Okay? Pudding's good too. You just gotta be careful. It can't be too good, or then they'll start, like, you know, trying to eat your balls. Ugh. The bear, when he gets caught, I can't breathe. Yeah, because he's fat and he has diabetes from all the Krispy Kremes. And shave another motherfucker who has pubic. Okay. They shut down Disneyland for a beer today. They shut down Disneyland for a beer? Like, because they couldn't get a beer? I thought for sure you were going to say Nutella. Dude, Nutella is Nutella's a weird beast, so I don't know. I want to hate on Nutella, but I like Nutella, so I don't know. Should I? Did the bear have fake 20s? I don't think the bear had any money, hence why they went straight into eating all the Krispy Kremes without speaking to a single person. Again, we were told that apparently these bears, that's a plural, frequent this restaurant, so I'm struggling to wonder how, or gas station, how they didn't have any money. Bears screaming, "I got the COVID." Come on, why are we? All right, we get the joke. All righty. So we've got to get to this story quick here. I don't like focusing on the whole left-right thing, like as like picking fights, whatever. But this one's really, really funny. Leftists freaked out when they heard Matt Walsh is going to be on Dancing with the Stars. And so the new cast for Dancing with the Stars season 32 came out. And one of the people listed was Matt Walsh. So immediately we have people posting on Twitter. Something tells me that Christo-fascist and transphobic and homophobic Matt Walsh will regret making a fool of himself on Dancing with the Stars. Like, who told you this was a good idea, Matt? You're literally gifting the people you hate with enough ammo to launch a war. So that was someone, I think, who cares for Matt Walsh. Whereas other people saying things like this one here, I think it's ridiculous that this huge show, Dancing with the Stars, is letting racist, misogynistic, and anti-LGBTQ plus commentator Matt Walsh be filmed. Be better. I mean, we missed out on some horrible content from him while he practiced, but still. See, here's the thing. If his content is horrible, how did you miss out on it? Why are you watching it? You see, if his content is horrible, just don't watch it. All righty. So the dorks call Disney. This dork calls Disney execs groomers and then joins the cast of an ABC reality show. Unfortunately, however, that's not the Matt Walsh that's going to be on Dancing with the Stars. All right, where is Here we go. Here we go. See, they were really, really upset about Matt Walsh, but unfortunately, the person who's going to be on Dancing with the Stars, oh, Jesus, is this Matt Walsh. So the internet has been losing their shit, even though they had the wrong guy. Now, the best part to all of this is how Matt Walsh chose to respond. So again, leftists freaked out over Matt Walsh being allowed to be on Dancing with the Stars. And while he's not the one on there, it didn't stop him from trolling, replying to the tweet saying, "There is no other Matt Walsh. I am the only one, the last of the Matt Walshes." Oh, someone saying about the Disney groomer execs thing. I agree. There's a conflict of interest, but I'm willing to put it aside for the sake of dance. So Matt Walsh just literally started responding to all these people. Disney is said to hold initial talks on sale of ABC to Nexstar. The backlash against my Dancing with the Stars appearance has gotten serious. Oh, bio updated. Oh my God, yes. And so Matt Walsh updated his bio to literally include Dancing with the Stars contestant. Dancing with the Stars contestant. Even though, again, completely different Matt Walsh. Oh, Trucker 18-wheeler. These bears are 13% of the bear population. They commit 50% of the bear crimes. Yes, and 100% of those 50% are donut robberies. So, bears love Bismarcks. Let it be known. All right, so there we go. Matt Walsh. Again, that's the best part. The fucking people freaking out about this, they hate you so hard that they read your name somewhere, and before even doing a cursory search, validating what they're reading, or double-checking their information in the slightest, as opposed to, I can't believe we live in a world where they would give Matt Walsh the time of day. So did you check to make sure that that's the same Matt Walsh? Did you take a moment to see if maybe there were any other Matts of the Walsh variety? Just leaned in? All right, then. All right, we're going for another 2 hours. Thank you for being part of the show. We have a couple more stories to get to, and then we will open up our second hour stories. Again, going till 5 o'clock, so thank you for being here. All of the bits and subs and stuff we get in today, we just kind of kick that forward towards our goal, which is sitting around the 28th right now. So again, thank you for being part of the show and helping out. Saint Aren saying Steven Crowder needs to be on Dancing with the Stars. 1, 2, cha-cha. Not 3, 4, cha-cha, you stupid bitch. Is this how you honor the husband? This horrible fucking two-step shit, is this how you honor the husband? Oh. And now the judges reviewing Crowder's performance, one of them rating it as low as a 4. Hey, fucking watch it. He gets really aggressive. Starts yelling at them. Oh, man. Okay, so... Oh, God, this story's getting weird. All right, so I've got another story to get into, and I was about to just, like, go into it, and then I did that thing where I read something, and then I realized, oh, shit, I didn't realize what I was in for. Here, I'll read you what I'm talking about, and then we'll go to the actual video. An Ontario woman said a box containing 1,020 condoms she never ordered arrived at her home, and she was charged nearly $500 for them. Wait a minute, you never ordered them, but... Okay. Jolie Engelhart of Chapeau said she received an email from Amazon about a forthcoming delivery, but she assumed it was fake because she and her husband hadn't ordered any condoms. We automatically assumed the email was a scam because it was not something we would purchase. Ah, you like raw dogging it, you dirty girl. All right, let's go ahead and go to the video. Let's see, oh, Jesus. All right, I'm sorry, but one of the anchors here looks like one of the people from... She looks like the skinny version of the chick from Workaholics, the Pam or whatever her name was.
A heads up about the sensitive nature of this next story. Many of us shop online, and it's not unusual to have packages showing up at our door on a regular basis.
But a woman says she was shocked when she opened up a large box which contained something she claimed.
We opened up a large box, which normally the large box in the house was her.
She didn't order. Here's Pat Foran and Consumer Alert. Pat.
Nathan and Michelle, the woman from Northern Ontario says she was totally surprised to get a delivery of more than 1,000 condoms. Even though she didn't order them, Amazon said she still had to pay the bill of almost $700.
Wait a minute, you said $500 in the article. We got an extra $200? Well, then, I mean, hey, man, what's the resale value of those condoms, right? Husband clicked the wrong address. No. Here's what the thing is. Husband clicked a couple of zeros onto that order and the wrong address. I don't even think the wrong address. I think if it was addressed to him or just the house in general, it wouldn't have been a big deal just for one box of condoms. How does Amazon send you a box of condoms? How? Let alone 1,000 condoms. A crate of condoms. I mean, they sent an entire battalion of Trojan men to your door, and we didn't order it? You got hacked? This is a weird hack. One, they ordered condoms. Two, they gave the condoms to you. At least if they kept the condoms, they get a free fuck out of it, I guess. I don't know what you're after. What are you after when that's what you do to someone's condoms? It's got to be someone doing it, right? It can't be.
This is the box that we received.
Joelle Engelhardt occasionally orders from Amazon, but says she definitely did not order 30 boxes of Trojan condoms. The resident of Chapleau, Ontario.
Yeah, I would believe that because I'm sorry here, but I don't think Slim Shady's hitting a whole lot of booty. Look, I'm sorry, but I'd hate to have to do this. I don't know if he's still here. Mikey, are you related to this person? I swear to God, Mikey, this looks like a female version of you. Do you have a doppelganger with tits? Fuck you, John. I'm saying a female version of you. I'm not saying you look like a woman. I'm saying this woman looks a lot like you. I'm not saying anything. The Family Prevention Pack. 34 latex condoms in that one box alone. Look, man, you got to sell them shits, right? Mikey looks like a lesbian. I'm not saying that. 1,000 condoms at 50 cents per would only be $500. Figure you get a better discount buying in bulk. Maybe she could wear the box. I mean, just got my first air fryer, cut 2 potatoes into French fries, and I have a huge new bottle of ketchup. Funny how we could cook the potato designates the appropriate condiment. I don't know what that has to do with our condom story. I completely... Let's get back to this.
Ontario says she did get an email saying they were on the way.
We automatically...
Your condoms are coming! Your condoms just came!
We assume that the email was a scam because it's not anything remotely near what we would purchase or what we would need.
Look, I don't need to speak ill of my husband, but he's shooting more blanks than a film with Alec Baldwin, and we don't need a condom.
When the package arrived, Engelhardt's husband was in the hospital recovering from an illness, and she says they have no idea why the box containing over 1,000 of them showed up.
We really can't understand what exactly took place and why we received the package at our house.
They became more concerned when Amazon billed their credit card $670. Engelhardt says she was told because they were personal items, they could not be returned, and she had to pay up.
Look, ma'am, these are personal items. We can't take the chance that you have taken all of these condoms out, rubbed them on your pussy, and put them back in. I mean, come on, man. You can see whether or not the box has been opened. Bishop, I just watch you while I masturbate. Sound is off. I'm sorry, Bishop. I changed the frickin' condenser settings or whatever. Do I have to go back and find a way to fix that? Do I have to restore the original condenser settings? I'm sorry. I thought the sound was okay. Let's do a real-time sound thing. Let's hear it through the thing, because it sounds all right on this end. I didn't have a problem with it, but hold on. Let's go here. Is it really bad? Let's find out. Let's find out how bad I sound. If you're enjoying the show, or if you do at any point, remember you got that old thumbs up button. Certainly helps. The old algorithms and stuff. We're on the Twitch, the YouTube, the Rumble, all of it, and we're doing it. We're doing it live. Let's switch over to the Stream Manager one so I can see what's going on over there. There we go. Yeah, no, it sounds good. She could do better. It sounds good. I mean, I sound a little deeper than usual, but I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it. Is it ruining everything else? Where's I need a clip of something with a video clip or something. Ironic. Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm fine with it. It seems fine. It doesn't seem like it's a huge deal. How many times have you and Aaron gone hunting together? Bishop, I would put that at a solid never, considering I've never gone hunting. I've gone fishing twice, but yeah, never ever gone hunting. I don't know about it. Aaron's gone hunting with his lady, right? But he sat there playing fucking phone games the whole time? I don't know. Although I imagine only an idiot says no if April's like, hey, you want to just hang out with me in a tree for a while? Like, yeah, I guess. Why? Alrighty, so he means he does not know what you're talking about because he mutes it while jerking it. Oh! Fat Conan. Well, if you cook the condom in the right way, you may need ketchup. That's not... It's not how condoms work. I mean... Just... You don't... I'm just gonna... some once in a while... Everyone just once in a while. That's what happens. And it's time to move on. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get over to, again, she didn't realize that she ordered this many condoms. So wait a minute, what? A brushing scam which involves Amazon sellers sending packages to random addresses so they can artificially inflate their numbers of positive reviews. Interesting. So someone sent a bunch of condoms to make a fake thing of... Okay. That's, again, a lot of condoms. I guess you and your husband better start, bagging it when you bone. I mean, now you kind of have to. I mean, you have all of the condoms. Anyway, that's a lot of rubbers. You know what this means. Balloon party. Actually, that's the sad part. Condoms actually don't retain water and air because there's actually holes in them. Look, I have evergreen condoms. Didn't mince. Nice. Jokes on Amazon. That box hasn't been opened in years. Oh! See, he's saying there's dust on her vagina. Just an old dusty. All right. We have a few more hours of... We have about 2 more hours of show for you, lovely folks. So thank you for being part of our program today. This is like 1 week at Nick Cannon's house, right? I mean, actually, dude, Fat Conan, that's not true. If we know anything for sure, it's that Nick Cannon doesn't use condoms. I mean, look, man, the dude's planted more seeds than a piece of farm equipment. Okay, so I'm pretty sure. All right, it's just an ad for Epoch TV out of the corner, and it just weird kind of stuff that they throw at you. All righty, let's get into our next thing. So there's been a long history of the New York City skyline, particularly the Empire State Building, being used to shed or send some sort of message by how they light up the building. They've done like the Christ lights. They've had here. Let's can we just open this one here? They've done things like the rainbow lights for Pride. Let's see. We can go to this one. Boop. This the rainbow lights for Pride. Pretty obvious one, you know. And there's also the New York celebrates legalizing abortion by making the World Trade Center 1 pink. Again, apparently we can only celebrate this shit if we turn the lights on the buildings certain ways. Well, in the ongoing fight for freedom and democracy, the New York City skyline is now being used to where is it? What one are we at? Oh yes. The New York City skyline is let's go to this one here. Blue and cyan tonight, literally tonight, in partnership with iHeartRadio in honor of the new vaccine. So apparently, we have lit up the buildings to celebrate historic progress, the overturning of archaic ideals, the inclusion of different religions and ways of thinking, and now just the complete, fucking bastardization of the medical industry, selling literally snake oil. And breathless purple, right? And it's nice and blue, the color you'll all be when you get your, what are those called? Oh, yeah, myocarditis. Sorry, we might lose YouTube. I'm playing a little fast and loose right now, apparently, because I've had it. Oh, my God, have I had it with this stuff. Like, look, you want to make, here's where I've been on this. You want to make a vaccine and all these boosters and shit, fine. Don't make people take them. I don't think it qualifies as a vaccine. I'm just saying overall, that's where I land on that. But how about perhaps maybe we don't dedicate a theme of a building to a vaccine. And by the way, this is the vaccine that the CDC wants everyone 6 months and older to get this fall, even though we've seen actual reports of the vaccines that have already coming out. And those didn't need to be given to children. Buffering batch, damn it. Bishop saying, link your Rumble. I can link the Rumble. We can link the Rumble. Let's get over here and let's go to this one. Here's the link to the Rumble stream. Da-boom. No, da-boom. There we go. Bang. There we go. Whammo. And we're off. Wait a minute. Why it says live? Why are we? All right, there we go. Damn it! I didn't know what was going on with that thing. It's weirding me out. All right, so there's the Rumble link. We've got that over there. All right, so COVID-19 again isn't over, but now we have to. And it's the Bill Clinton initiative. That weirds me out. Oh, wait, the Bill Clinton initiative is the one that we're doing for Climate Week. Oh, no. Ugh. So, turning the building a different color is going to raise awareness about Climate Week. Not joining the vaccine cult or the mega cult. I'm good here in the middle, says Toastmaster. I'm not doing any more of the vaccine stuff. That's all I'm saying. KBS started getting screwy. But let's see what happens if we reload this. Has this thing gone? Because that's back up. So we reload this. Has this thing gone? Because that's back up. All right, so we sound all right there. Let's see what happens when we go to reload YouTube. How many of them do any of them sound like utter shit? YouTube. How many of them do any of them sound? Nope, that one's all right. Gone because that's back up. All right, so we sound all right there. All right, all of them are good. Okay, so everything's up. Just coincidence says I want to say it is, but now I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure anymore. I'm not so sure. Why would anyone do that with this little dog shit program? No idea. No idea. But maybe I'm getting too boisterous and too vocal. Anyways, let's load our second hour stories. We still have 2 hours of content to go through. So let's grab that. I'm going to pull the audio down a little bit while we put these in here. We're going to talk about the Muslim City Council. They made a vote, and the LGBTQ community is not happy with how that vote went. Now, the group that is not happy with this apparently isn't very well versed in the Muslim community in terms of them not really playing that shit. So, again, that's where we get the title of today's show, and we're surprised. We're surprised. Like, again, you surprised us. Did we? I forgot what we called the show. How I'm fucking. That stuff is not that bad. All right, there we go, and loaded. All of them up. So we have a few different stories, a lot to talk about. AI monitors conversations and shuts down bit rates. Fat Conan? It may be, And again, if that is, first they take my Russell, now Johnny, R.I.P. Don't worry, Chevy JB, we're okay. We're okay. Everybody over on Rumble, again, thank you. Everyone over on Rumble, thank you for watching the program on Rumble, Twitch, or YouTube. We've got all 3 chats up. If you put it in the chat, we'll see it. We'll say it. We'll do it. Anyways, alrighty. So this first story. There's so many parts of this to unpack. So the LGBTQ community felt betrayed at Muslim Council voting to remove pride flags from city buildings. Now, this is not the story we had. Go back, you bastard. The Michigan City Council voted unanimously to remove pride flags from public property. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Dang it. This is again where we get to the problem with the LGBTQ pride community. This is a footage from the city council meeting. So these people aren't really cool with your whole way of life. So you know what you're going to do? You're going to just make out in front of them because that'll help matters greatly. Again, part of the problem some people have with your community is they think that it's weird that you're so hung up on your sex life, and you certainly don't sell that image in this kind of a display where to protect, I am on the other fucking story, Fox. Where to protect your goddamn fucking way of life, you've got to make out. Like, there's nothing else you could do. Like, hold her hand and talk about how we're here, we love each other, whatever. No, you've got to kiss.
A passionate embrace by an LGBTQ couple inside Hamtramck City Council meeting Tuesday night.
It's Hamtramck, but it looks like Hamtramck. Call it Hamtramck.
Protesting a resolution that would ban LGBTQ pride, political, and religious flags from being flown on city property.
It is clear that you are either ignorant or hateful and spiteful. This might.
Again, you guys, you don't realize how you're not making yourself much of a... Like, it is clear you're either ignorant or you're hateful and spiteful. Do you want to talk about all of the hinky stuff we can talk about, or no? All right. Dude, says Fat Cone. What about dude? That dude? The last dude?
Might be a little on the nose for you, and if you don't like this poster, I do have a...
Raised by an LGBTQ couple in...
Again, these people are, it's an LGBTQ couple, and they get applause for kissing. Great, we get it. You two can't keep your hands off each other, maybe not in a public space. By the way, if you want to argue for an intensely conservative religious group to see your way of life, yeah, the best thing to do is to just, just fucking drop trout. Why don't you just fucking scissor right there in front of him? I bet that would really get it across. Grab her boobs. One of you should throw a strap on in and peg the other. You know what I mean? Just really get it all in there. Show them how you fuck. That'll get your point across.
Inside Hamtramck City Council meeting Tuesday night, protesting a resolution that would ban LGBTQ pride, political, and religious flags from being flown on city property.
It is clear that you are either ignorant or hateful and spiteful.
Okay, I have several questions. Firstly, he looked like a man, but actually, no, he looked like a woman. Dude looks like a lady, but lady sounds like a dude. So which is it? I'm confused, and maybe it's because I'm too hateful and spiteful. Again, no one's saying you can't be a member of the LGBTQIA plus community in Hamtramck, and I know it's Hamtramck or whatever. I'm calling it Hamtramck. In Hamtramck, you can be gay in Hamtramck. You just can't fly the flag. This is, again, hateful, spiteful, completely unaccepting. I have to make out with my girlfriend in front of the city council to make my point, because we can't fly our flag on public property and city buildings. So in other words, you can't fly the flag for your LGBTQ cause on, like, say, the government building. There's plenty of groups that don't get to fly their flag in the government building. And quite frankly, if it's about living your life, who cares about a flag? Just let your freak flag fly and be happy. The idea that we have to all accept it, that we have to all go along with it, and that the minute we don't want to, or minute any group goes, you know what, how about we don't indulge in this bullshit, then all of a sudden, now we're being bigots. All right. Let's get back to it. Take it away, Toots.
Spiteful.
This might be a little on the nose for you, and if you don't like this poster, I do have another one. This is obviously we'll have to paint over the rainbow on the mural because that is a little too gay. But we will have the world.
Oh, God. That is a little too gay. Yeah, but can we just get rid of you instead? Like, here's the thing. I don't feel bad for you when you... That is a little too gay. No, again, the problem is you can't put your gay shit everywhere. All right? Nobody cares around here. Be gay, be straight. Just don't do it in government buildings. Again, they're not even saying, those people weren't even in trouble for being gay in a government building. They're just saying you can't fly the pride flag. Like, oh, we aren't getting our flag. Your flag, which, by the way, started as just the rainbow flag, and then it became the rainbow flag with all these different colors. The flag changes constantly. It's just, again, a giant pile of bullshit. You aren't flying your flag in the government buildings. Oh, no. But you're acting like your rights are being trampled on, and we're not allowed to be gay anymore. Like, no, you're allowed to be gay. We think your flag is dumb. That's literally what it's come down to. They just think your flag is dumb. Can we not think your flag is dumb and not fly it in the state capitol? We don't fly the Metallica flag in the state capitol. And I argue that James Hetfield has given us way more than the LGBTQ community. Oh, someone will take that joke serious. All righty. So, again, the flag, not flying the flag. This is where I get to that point of where I say the problem I have is that you're not allowed to dissent in the slightest. Like, okay, you guys, you're disappointed that you can't fly your flag. That makes sense. But the idea that you're going to be labeled as hateful or a bigot just because you're saying, how about we don't associate your flag with government buildings? Because, again, your sexual preference does not really seem like it needs to constitute something that needs to be supported, denied, or affirmed by the government. I mean, I understand where you need to be free to do you, but how are you less gay because the government won't fly your flag on the building? How are you less gay for having to fly your freak flag in your own house as opposed to at the government center? How does that make you less gay?
In 2 straight miles, so it's a little bit, it's covert.
Supporters of the proposal say it's all about being neutral. The resolution says Hamtramck embraces diversity, but should not show special treatment to any group.
I think the elephant in the room, the thing we all see, the thing we're not talking about, is that homosexuality is a sin.
Oh, and there we go. We brought out some of the old bigots. I think the thing we all see that we're not talking about is that homosexuality is a sin. Here's where I stand on that personally. If homosexuality is a sin, I feel it's weird that God isn't doing anything about all the gay people. I mean, it seems weird that if these people are committing this grievous sin that they haven't been smote. You know, if I was God, I'd unleash like a plague or something that only afflicts homosexuals. And that would be what you would do, you know, something like that. But I mean, it's not on. I'm not stepping up on behalf of Jesus to attack gay people. The elephant in the room is that homos don't own the rainbow, right? But it's not even whether or not they own the rainbow. It's the fact, again, the whole thing's over that they won't fly the flag. They won't fly the flag. Are they flying? Here's where you have an argument. Show me another religious group or sect that gets to have its flag flown in the government buildings. Show me that group. Because again, don't believe there is one.
Language reads in part, the city of Hamtramck does not allow any religious, ethnic, racial, political, or sexual orientation group flags to be flown on the city's public properties.
Get it right.
And that only the American...
It's Hamtramck.
Michigan, the Hamtramck flag, and the prisoner of war flag on city property.
I am a Lebanese person, and I support the American flag. We are not going to sit here and tolerate you guys coming and say, oh, it's Pride Month. You're gay? No problem. You be gay by yourselves, don't sit here and throw it down kids' throats, my throat, or anybody's throat.
Symbols promoting...
I mean, he's kind of saying the exact point I think we're all getting to. We don't need this stuff put down our throats because we're not. And that's the whole thing. Like, you guys are obsessed with your sexual orientation. I understood the fighting for your rights to be able to be free to love who you want to love, but now it's just like I gotta worship you at every turn. Like, at what point am I allowed to just fuck off and go my own way because it ain't my bag? You know what I mean? A flag is copyrighted. And they need to stay off my pole. Well, all right then, Atomic Ray. Never, bigot. The lesbian in the room is right there.
Political causes like LGBTQ issues have been posted on many government properties, including the governor's mansion in Lansing, where gay rights and transgender flags fly over the front door. But many say the issue is at the local level and should vary from community to community.
And this is a historic moment, a moment where the basic rights of LGBTQ folks are under attack.
No, again, the flag. They just don't want to fly your flag. And this is the basic rights. Here's the problem. When you scream wolf every time, if your rights really do come under attack, you're going to have trouble getting anyone to believe you. Because every time you don't get what you want, your basic rights are under attack. It's a bit of a reach, all right? You're going to run out of ground, man. Just slow down. Let it go. All right. And how am I supposed to take you seriously after you deep throat your girlfriend and you give a speech wearing a clown nose? Dude, you're in Hamtramck, all right? Have some dignity. This is the Hamtramck City Council. Conduct yourself with a little savoir-faire, goddammit. I'm going to disgrace everything that Hamtramck stands for. Monkeypox, AIDS. Oh. Fallen the Great. Those are just... those could go to anybody. I mean, yeah, they spread more prevalently through one group than another, but those are not restricted. What I'm saying is, Fallen, you would need something that for no logical reason cannot be transceivably passed between straight people. You would need something that for whatever reason the virus just doesn't do, guy to girl transmission. But if it's guy to guy or girl to girl, suddenly it's all game. And that's, again, why I say religion is bullshit. Because where is God with his all-powerful STD? Where is he when you need him? With a little bit of crabs or something. Just to go around. Just, only crabs that only like the gay people. Like that. Again, you're not going to see it. So, I mean, it's all right. You don't have to... They said no gay flags, not no gay. There's that joke. Like I said, the thing is they said no flags. They didn't. The flags was the problem. We don't want the flags. So how about maybe, just maybe, we go, okay, you don't want to let our flag can't be flown in City Hall. I mean, absolutely fight it, sure, but the makeout session, ew. Isn't that what AIDS was till it mutated? Fat Conan, no. AIDS literally goes between sexual partners. AIDS didn't have a bias between like straight and again there's one community that contraceptives and things spread a little bit faster and one that didn't. So but yeah, that one, as far as I know, that could affect anybody. I don't think there has ever been an actual, again, that would be proof of a higher existence then in that point, but it should be bias. No idea. All right. This is now just getting off on a joke is now turning into a weird conversation. So we're just going to move on. All right. So, this story is out of Florida. a gator missing its upper jaw and nose found a new home in a Florida reptile park. All right, so this is the gator in question. That is effing creepy. All right, that is the most effed up looking gator that poor thing. What the happened there? Oh, and how happy are you? That one can't get away from you. He needs you for food. Alrighty. So, let's get to this. Missing upper jaw, new home. A Florida reptile park has taken an alligator that lost its nose and upper jaw to a fight or a boat propeller. All right, so we don't know which. It's either a fight or a boat propeller. Gatorland Orlando said over the weekend that the injured alligator came from a lake in nearby Sanford, about 20 miles northeast of Orlando. She had basically no chance of surviving in the wild with such a severe injury, the park said in a social media post. Over the next few days, the park's veterinarian staff will be monitoring the gator in an effort to make sure she is eating in a stress-free environment, the park said. How is she eating? She's missing a jaw. To get the gator to eat, the staff is cutting up small pieces of food, which they will toss in the back of its throat, believing it had survived in the wild, doing the same thing on its own with snails, slugs, and frogs. That's got to be a weird thing. Like, you got to get a frog into the back of your throat and just swallow? Ugh. So wait a minute. You said this you said this gator couldn't survive in the wild, but you're just saying right now that you believe that's how it survived in the wild. So which is it? Gatorland Orlando is home to thousands of alligators and crocodiles, a breeding marsh and aviary, a nature walk, a petting zoo, and educational wildlife programs. It opened in 1949 and is considered one of the few remaining old Florida tourist attractions in Central Florida. Well, now I want to go just to see old Noseless, old Snub. Atomic Ray, my underwear flag flies higher. Again, they can fly their flag in their own front yard. The consequences of being a cocaine predator, right? They just did too much schleef. Just too much of the old booger sugar, and it rots your nose away. Didn't Artie Lang try to tell you, learn from me? Didn't he say that? All right. So any excuse to kidnap animals for the zoo will do. Well, I mean, all right. I'm not trying to back the zoo here, but look, that's one handbag that maybe needs a little bit of a helping hand. You know what I mean? That thing is unfortunately not really able to fend for itself. Oh, it bit me. How? How did it bite you? You had to lay your arm on it. Welcome to Gatorland Reptile Rescue and Body Disposal. Right? I bet you that lady's boyfriends never ever turn up when they leave her. Just disappear. Is that is the alligator that bit Chubb's hand off in Happy Gilmore? No, it isn't, because that alligator's missing half a face. That alligator can't bite anyone's hand off. Alrighty, so that alligator is, again, a role model for us all, doing whatever they can to survive. So hooray to the alligator. All right. We're having a great show. We've got another hour and hour and 15 ready to roll for you. Before we get into all the rest of the stuff, though, I just want to say thank you for being part of the show on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. If you want to donate to the show, you have the bits, the sound drops, and the subs, and we'll link the PayPal stuff. This is just right now until we check where we're at, but our goal is kind of really our goal is a little far ahead, so we're good. But if you do contribute to those things, we just kick it into that goal in the future. So there that is there. Anyways, back to the important stuff of doing a show and having a goddamn good time. That motherfucking alligator is not real. No, it is real. The question is, how is it alive? I don't know if it's alive. I mean, we don't see it moving. Can we get it to open and close its jaw just once? That alligator can't stop tasting stuff. Like if someone crop dusts that alligator, he can't close his mouth. Anything that alligator gets in that alligator's mouth, he has one option: just swallow. Swallow. Just All right, I can't even do that joke. That'd be wrong. All right, so this next story. We've been following the liberal cities of New York, California's not a city, a state, but Chicago again, one of the other ones. Now, Chicago's had an issue with the grocery stores closing. Now, Walmart, Whole Foods, and others have literally shut down and closed over crime. So, to solve the food desert, again, imposed all by white people and their racism. That's why these stores closed, because of crime. All right, so alligators lay motionless until they feel something near its mouth and then snap shut. So you're saying just holding his mouth open is normal for him, but now he can't do the snap shut part. Is that Cameron Diaz saving alligators? If that gator went with Oprah, it would have gotten a $700 check from the... Oh. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. So back to the story I was talking about and saying here. Mayor Brandon Johnson has announced a partnership with the Economic Security Project to start on a pathway towards opening of a municipally-owned grocery store in Chicago. See, the city is going to open up their own grocery store because all of these other ones closed because of their horrible racist belief of not being able to support endless theft. So that is obviously going to be how we solve this problem. We just, again, have the city do it. How could this go wrong? We could have no problem could be, right? We're going to be fine. It's a government-run grocery store. Who doesn't want to see this? This is an argument for the people who say that government should be doing more stuff. Grocery store and, like hospitals and stuff. This is we're going to get to see it. Chicago's going to be the veritable coal mine canary in America for the governments running the grocery stores. Oh, man. So, let's see. The Economic Security Project, a national nonprofit dedicated to building economic power for all Americans, will provide technical assistance in determining a pathway to the first municipally owned grocery store in Chicago. This collaboration furthers the Johnson administration's work towards repairing past harms that have contributed to purposeful disinvestment and exclusion and lack of food access in historically underserved communities. Again, do we want to talk about the part where your store's left because of crime? Do we want to talk about that at all? Because I feel like it's really, really easy to say, look, we're underserved communities. We don't get the whatever. We're being held back. Right. I could believe that if it weren't for the fact that Walmart and these other stores tried, and you robbed them blind, and then they left. But anyways, hey, we've got a video of an actual, and this is no joke, this is an actual government grocery store. So we're going to take you live now to this government grocery store. Unfortunately, this government grocery store is in the USSR during the time of, again, the Soviet Empire. So, but hey, it's a government grocery store. You got like a option, for a thing or two. So is that just a package of towels? Oh, look at that. See, that's where food would go if you had it. Now, again, these other stores closed due to theft, which is why I say Chicago running their own grocery store is kind of unfair. Well, Salty, I thought they had to wait all day for a roll of toilet paper. No. They just wiped with the cloth. Dude, I have no idea. We didn't see the toiletries aisle. No soup for you, or milk, or meat. See, that is again what I'm saying. If these grocery stores, if these city-run grocery stores are allowed to have like a security staff and things like that to keep theft down, because again, the cost is an issue, that's not fair. Because the other stores were not allowed to stop rampant theft. That's apparently a crime now. But the government, if they get to have security guards and stuff, that's not fair. But if they don't have security guards, I want to know how long those stores last, or that store lasts. Cost is no issue when the tax-paying people are paying for it. Right, but this is, again, in the community that it's serving, so I guess, I don't know. I just don't want to see this popping up all over the place, like some sort of solution to things. Like, we need government-run grocery stores. Like, no, we don't. We don't need that. But, again, the private businesses left because they couldn't make money, and I doubt that the government is going to turn a profit where private businesses couldn't. So, and like I said, the whole underserved, underprivileged community thing, that works until we have to, again, address the issue of rampant crime. Walmart and Whole Foods. Walmart and Whole Foods were all big about being in Chicago, and they closed because they couldn't stay open. I pay taxes. The people who do not work steal from the stores I fund. I pay more taxes is the circle of life. The circle jerk of life. I'm just saying, I don't see this working out really, really well. I don't see a government grocery store working out really, really well. In fact, I see it working out as well as this next story we have. Actually, that's a nice little segue. Oh, shit. This one's off of the New York Post. So, actually, yeah, this picture, we'll just show the picture. There was a story in the New York Post about it. Oh, wait, no, there's a video. We'll play the video. Yeah. So someone found a memeable moment, if you will, in New York City. And that is, and this is what I believe Chicago can expect from their, again, government grocery stores. Sanitary inspection grade A. And for those of you not watching, there's a giant fucking rat right next to the grade A of the inspection sign. They would only accept EBT cards. I mean, Do you even need them at that point? Isn't that just like, can't they just ID you? You're on the list. These motherfuckers don't work and got all day to steal. Let them plant a garden. Like I said, the city of Chicago is going to realize if they don't have the severe amount of theft prevention in place that people will steal the place blind. But I'm going to think that that's not even like a government grocery store. You go there, you tell them what you need, and they get it for you, and then you pay. Like, you don't even shop. It'll be a way to give people as much work to do with as little work as possible. And, just push the whole thing down the stream and get more shit for billable hours. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta make money for the guy working the counter, as well as the guy grabbing all the groceries, as well as the person doing the bagging, the guy watching the door, the guy watching all of those other guys or girl. Let's face it, guy. All right. Again, this 14-second clip. Oh my God, he just took a shit next to it. So it's just a big ass rat. Ayo, put this on my tab. Again, it just probably don't need government and grocery stores, but we do need to get the corporate out of groceries. Well, we also need, again, to really upgrade our farming game. No offense, but the way we farm is incredibly antiquated. Maybe Chicago. I want to go to Chicago. Chicago sounds nice this time of year. Maybe Chicago thinks they'll send the shoplifters the bill like they do with these toll tickets and other ways to milk society and money. Chicago has all of their identities already, just need to facial. Oh, facial recognition. Maybe they will. Again, I would really like to see. Here's where I would be happy one of two ways. If this works out and shoplifters got punished, I'd be happy. If people can at least be able to feed their families, I would be happy. But I don't think it's going to go that way. I don't think people are going to learn a lesson. I don't think a society of people that has allowed part of that society to completely ignore rules and I don't think they're going to maybe again because I'm ending I'm ending it at 5 so I can spend some time with my daughter. She wants to hang out. F, says Fat Conan. They got an A though. But they got an A. I'm sure they didn't pay for that grade at all. They earned it on their merit with the mouse. As an artistic incubator since 1986 has we've got a clip from Barstool Sports here. It's not well, Barstool Sports are the ones who shared this clip on Twitter. And I'm not a huge football guy, but I really, really love this ref. Because professional sports, like as a ref in professional sports, you're not just reffing a game. Like when you call those plays, you're announcing those plays to everybody that's paying attention to that game, which is millions of people. There's a level of presentation, whatever. So you can't really stop for anyone's bullshit. But you're also dealing with sports athletes, which are personalities that refuse to be ignored. So let's see how one happens. What happens when one meets the other?
Intentional grounding. Offense number 7. It's a 10-yard penalty. I'm talking to America here. Excuse me. A 10-yard penalty and a loss of down. Second down.
I'm talking to America here. Excuse me. Bravo, sir. Bravo. He's coming up to the ref while the ref is doing his big look at the camera, read the penalty thing, and he's like, "You really call this bullshit play?" I'm talking to America here, son. Give me a minute. Sit down and have yourself a cookie. All right, there is.
It's a 10-yard penalty. I'm talking to America here. Excuse me. It's a 10-yard penalty and a loss of down. Second down. That is the best line.
I'm talking to America here. Excuse me. It's a pretty good line. I mean, I don't know if it's the best line I've ever heard, but it's definitely not the worst. I certainly don't mind it, and I'm not even a football fan. So there we go. That was entertaining. I thought it was funny. I thought it was worth a play, worth an old look-see. So thank you for joining us. We have 1 hour left in the show. We've got a couple of stories left and a whole bunch of, and all of our third-hour stories. So we'll be able to get into all of that. Great. Oh, actually, we're kind of catching up. We moved through those last few kind of quick with the chat dying down a bit and stuff. We didn't have any weird random holes to get to. What are the Fs for? Are we having more KBS issues? Doesn't look like it. Yep, looking at that there. No notifications. Yep, seems like we're good. Let's check on the Twitch one. What the heck? Something went wrong with the thing in the what's? Well, nope. Now my bit rate is not even saying there's a problem. Not even saying there's a problem. Yeah, no, it says everything's fine. Weird. I don't get what's going on. All right. I don't know what the Fs are about. I'm sorry. So, for the last hour, or the last story of the first hour, or second hour. Down for a bit, now it's fine. Yeah, it went down for a bit a while ago, and it just, I don't know. Now I'm worried. I'm nervous. You had a KBS burp. Well, I mean, it seemed really targeted given the time. The timing was way too convenient. I don't know if I believe it or not. I think it might have been, the man, trying to hold me down because he's aware that I'm dangerous, that I'm getting the message out there that, the system is a scam and I'm fighting the man. And so that's why they can't trust me. The fuck. Anyways, all right, so let's go ahead and finish this story. It was prior to the referee. Yeah, I understand. Twitch was flaking out. Seems better now. That's good. Glad that's good. Because we lost all our viewers for a second there. So that sucks wholeheartedly. All right. Well, thank you if you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, or Rumble. Regardless of the problems you may be experiencing watching on any of those platforms. All right. So, thank you, Twitch. Anyways, messages take 5 minutes to get to you. Something is a little wonky, says Fat Conan. Oh, no. Well, it's not on my end right now. I can say that for sure. My KBS is great. So, I don't know what that's about. I know I paid the bills, so I was not don't know what any of that is. You'll have to ask Charter or Spectrum to for the approved topics list. That's what I got to do now. I got to run it up the flagpole. I don't want to pull that bullshit. It's not what we do here, God damn it. All right. Well, either way, sorry for all of the troubles with the show today. We do still have an hour left. We are going to do that hour. I have a whole hour's worth of content to get into. I still have one story from the last hour. We're going to do it, goddammit. Fallen saying, testing, Sandy smells like shit and Johnny loves poles. I mean, one of those is probably true. No idea which one. No idea. All right, let's get to this story. A couple is livid after sitting next to a farting dog on a 13-hour flight. I didn't know you could bring your dog onto the plane. I thought he had to be in like the undercarriage or whatever. You can bring him like up and he can have a seat and he can shit. A couple from New Zealand is demanding a refund after they sat next to a smelly dog on their 13-hour-long Singapore Airlines flight. Gil and Warren Press were headed back to New Zealand from Paris in June when they were surprised to see a dog with a passenger in the seat next to them, according to the New Zealand news outlet Stuff. Gilpress said she heard this noise, a heavy snorting. I thought it was my husband's phone, but we looked down and realized it was the dog breathing, she said. I said, I'm not having this sitting next to us the whole trip. Well, if he's just breathing heavy. The woman said she overheard the dog's owner saying to another passenger that he gets nervous on planes and just needs the pet by his side. The couple decided to stay in their premium economy seats after speaking with a flight attendant who said the only other available seats were located in the back row of the economy section. Oh, so if you'll take a downgrade. However, about halfway through the flight, the dog began farting, according to Press, who added that it was occupying her husband's legroom. The farts or the dog? The passenger couldn't have the dog out in the aisle because they couldn't get the trolleys through, so it had to come in further, which meant his head was under my husband's feet, Press said. So wait a minute, why doesn't the dog have his own seat? If you need your dog to accompany you on the plane, then guess who's buying a seat for the dog? My husband was in shorts and getting the dog's saliva goo on his leg, she added. Yeah, whatever. The couple spoke to the flight attendant and were moved to an economy seat that was earlier reserved for staff. They were told that an incident report would be filed and the airline would contact them. A week went by and Press still did not hear from the airline. The airline emailed back 2 weeks later and got an offer of a $74 gift voucher for Singapore Airlines Chris Shop website. She responded that the offer didn't reflect the difference in value between the original premium economy seats and the economy seats that they were relocated to. The airline then offered a travel voucher of $200 per person, which Press said still wasn't acceptable, and is demanding a full refund of that leg of the trip. We didn't receive the experience we paid for, she said. You didn't pay for an experience. You paid to go from point A to point B. You paid for economy seats. You got less than premium economy seats. Then you want a full fucking refund. You know what? You get a full refund if they get to bring you back to where they picked you up with the dog in the first place. All right? Like a full refund. Do they get to return you to your original part of harbor? No, they don't. So you don't get a full refund. I mean, yeah, you had to put up with some dog farting. Ooh, boo. So let's go. Oh, we didn't receive the experience we paid for. Singapore Airlines endeavors to notify customers who may be seated next to assistance dog prior to boarding the flight We sincerely apologize that this did not occur in this case and will work with our airport teams to ensure that this lapse does not occur in the future, the airline spokesperson said. In circumstances where customers seated next to an assistance dog request to be moved, Singapore Airlines will assist to reseat customers within the same cabin where space permits. Right, but again, buy a seat for the dog. Like, is that can't that be a thing? We'll like, you know, put up with your, like, I can't travel without my stress dog. And that's fine. But your stress dog needs to buy a seat. Lab glass. Fuck this cat lady bitch. Right? You can't go on a flight without your dog. You're so nervous. Well, then maybe you're not flying. Or again, like I said, buy the dog a seat. You know what I mean? Don't inconvenience everybody else with the dog. The dog apparently has a drooling thing. He likes to have a healthy butt fart. So I'm thinking maybe we just, for everyone's safety, buy the dog a seat. Fall in the grave. They paid for the seat. Life is the experience, bro. Oh. You'll pay for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. Oh, man, come on. Economy seats, you're lucky you didn't end up involved in a brawl. I mean, it's on Singapore Airlines. Has anyone ever flown Singapore Air before? I have not. I have not flown Singapore Air. All right. So let's go ahead and open up our, again, third hour stories for the last hour of the show. Thank you so much for being here today. We're going to go ahead and link these, or link, we're going to go ahead and load up these stories. I normally don't do Guinness World Record stories, but we have one about a really large cow, and I find that fun to talk about. We also have a story about a woman complaining about her boyfriend for wearing her clothes. I really feel like that's worse for the boyfriend than her, but that's me. And then someone else posting a story online and getting upset about it. We'll get into all of that, as well as an F-35 fighter jet has disappeared over South Carolina, and the U.S. military wants your help in finding it. Look, it's all hands on deck. All right, everyone at the base, everyone over there at air defense, everybody. Fuck, call the guy at the tow truck shop. Is he not busy? Just get him out there looking. He might come across it just accidentally, just whatever it takes, as long as we find this thing. Don't chew gum on that flight. They'll whip you with a cane. Really? Ow. The owner most likely did buy a seat for the dog, but the dog probably laid on the ground. Well, if the dog laid on the ground, then nobody should be complaining. If he bought a seat for the dog, then you can all quit your bitching. Stand with brand. Stand W brand. Hashtag innocent. All right. I'm betting that's a Russell Brand reference. All right, then. So, now that we've had that lovely little random thing, let's play the sound drop that deserves. Hey? All right. And now we'll get into the rest of the show. Should have brought an Apple AirTag for that bitch. Why? Why would the Apple... What good would the AirTag do? Look for the smoking hole in the ground? Right? I mean, that seems like a good guess. But again, the Apple AirTag, I don't think would probably get it, like, destroyed on impact. I would like to think That someone made the jokes that's been making the internet. I bet Zelensky will be selling it next week. That is one of the memes about the story that has reached the internet. Post lost plane on the Facebook, life in city name, along with 50 cats wandering around. It's always the cats, too. Anyways, I don't want to get to that story yet. I teased it. I didn't mean to dive into it too fast here. Planes should be made out of passport paper. Like fighter jets? So and I'm trying to fight a yawn here. You think the military needs to make fighter jets out of the same paper that they use in the passports? I have no idea how that could go wrong. I'm sure that's a brilliant idea, and I'm a fool for doubting it. Anyways, we have a shocking video, I guess. I wouldn't say shocking so much as a little
Fuck off.
Wow.
No, I won't fuck off. It's a giant cow, man. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, don't have a cow. This is a cow. A giant fucking cow.
It's always wow. Wow, we didn't think he was that big, you know? And he is.
We didn't think he was that big, and he is. That's what she said. That is a big white cow. Is it weird that I expected it to be darker, the cow? Like, I just, you don't, well, I mean, other than, like, Scandinavian cows, I guess, are pretty tall.
Tom, 13 years ago, was going to be a project here. We just had a chance to buy him. I actually paid $10 for him, and he's worth a lot more money than that now. It's overwhelming if you don't realize at first. If you're just used to a cow or something, that's one thing. But once you stand next to him and you know, you look at how tall he is and just what a nice guy he is, people just love him.
Tommy was always large for his age, but brown Swiss.
Well, we just thought he was fat, and we figured he'd grow out of it.
Cows tend to be a little bit on the large side. He wasn't too unusual until he got to be probably 4 or 5 years old. Then we started to realize, wow, he just keeps growing. And the more age he got, the larger he got. He just never really stopped growing.
So he's up over 3,000 pounds. All 4 legs are holding up at least 750 pounds. That's a lot of weight. I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but he's pretty tall.
Tommy is a very calm and kind animal. He's very friendly toward children. He loves snacks, so he'll always
wait, you're telling me a giant fucking cow likes to eat? Holy shit. Tickle me with a feather. Fake perspective? No. No, it's not a fake perspective. It's a giant fuck. Like, this is one of the things. This cow is so damn big. I'm like, hey, man, at a certain point, isn't he hurting himself? Where is Paul Bunyan when Babe shows up? Right? We just have to paint it blue, and then there we go.
Come to you for an apple or for a carrot. He loves to have snacks. He's very docile. We've never had any problem with him being aggressive or anything like that. He's always very kind and calm.
It's a pleasure. He's like our pet. He's just something to be proud of, and I really, really like the guy. He's everybody's friend up here. Everybody knows Tom.
He takes my breath away every time I see him, and I see him.
Every time he lays on me. He takes your breath away, so what you're saying is he's fentanyl. So I gotta know, are you breeding Tom? Is Tom getting to lay some old cow dick down? I mean, This is one big bull.
Him all the time. He's magnificent. He's just a wonderful, like, amazing animal.
What do you think, Tom? I think his belly's going to be full in about another 15 minutes, and then he's going to sleep for a week. He can eat 5 gallons of grain a day, eats a bale and a half of hay. We just let him eat what he wants, and he's healthy this way. You know, he's good this way.
He drinks a lot too, so he'll drink 2 bathtubs.
I knew it. He's what? He's a beer cow. He likes. Let me guess. He likes the pale ales.
Worth of water every day, at least, maybe more. We haven't ever been able to weigh him because he's too big to put. We have a really large cattle trailer, and he's too big for the trailer. He can't fit in the trailer, so we can't drive him to a scale to put him to see how much he weighs because we can't transport him. He's just too big. We need an elephant wagon.
Yeah. See how strong I am? I could even push bulls around.
Tommy has achieved the title of the Guinness World Records, the tallest living steer. And we are absolutely thrilled. We are so proud of him, and we are so excited about this title. This is a wonderful thing for our family. And
so, how long until we eat Tommy? Bulls aren't normally so docile. Is he a steer? Steer makes sense. It's a whole lot of bull. Steer is what happens when you take the balls out? That's how you avoid the butcher. Too big to fit in the beef truck. I mean, yeah, but so steers have no balls. So I'm sorry. In most cases, when you neuter an animal, they don't normally then get huge. Seems weird that like you took his nuts and now he is ginormous. That's a lot of beef, says Chevy JB. It's a big fucking cow, I'll give you that. It's a big damn bull. And we've got a cat. Let's pop this up here because we won't have a whole lot of time in the show. We've only got like a half hour left in the show. Let's get the kitty cam for everybody that's a big fan of Tegra, because we know you have a few fans of your own. Where is the kitty cam? There we are, kitty cam. I really got to put you back on the bar so you have your own button. Kitty cam, it's the kitty cam. Bow. Where's my button?
That's one fucking nice kitty right there.
Alrighty. So we don't have a ton of Holsteins here. We have some mean-ass Brahmas and a shit ton of Angus. You do not want to trespass in a field of Brahmas. I did not know that. Thank you, friendo, for that amazing information. But yes, Mr. Q, it is the kitty. Fallen. Kitty. Now I want Chinese. Well, she's not a very Chinese-looking cat. I don't know why you would say that. It's just a good little snuggle kitty. How could you say something about such a good little snuggle puss? She's never hurt nobody. Never hurt nobody. Anyways, all right. So that is the big-ass bull, and let's get rid of, steer. Hey, so if that's the world's tallest steer, does that mean when he's on a boat, they have to put him in steerage? Oh, boo. Anyways, so we're on to our next story.
I created Hint Water to make water taste better.
I don't care why you created. Look, pimp water sounds incredibly misogynistic, so I don't want to know anything about your pimp water, lady. All right. Andre the bovine. I mean, would somebody like a peanut? All right. No, but that kitty looks like sweet sour pork. No, she does not. This is just a good old kitty cat. She's just a skinny little kitty. This is the nicest kitty on the planet, okay? Actually, I take that back. She is not the nicest kitty on the planet. The nicest kitty on the planet you haven't seen. His name is Spooky. He's a giant gray fluff ball. He's the nicest kitty on the planet because he just doesn't want to hurt anybody. He just wants everyone to love him. That's all. He just wants everyone to snuggle the shit out of him, and that's all he needs. Steroid test on the bull. I mean, the bull has probably been dosed with something. Pimp water sounds disgusting, right? It's actually hint water, but I like to pretend it's pimp water every time I hear the commercial, just because F that lady. General Tao feline. Oh, Fat Conan, no. Don't threaten to eat my lovely little Tegra, okay? She is an adorable little kitty. Only communist eats cats. Look, man, I'm not going to deny that cat is some good meat, all right? Felines are fairly physically active a lot of the time, and they keep it nice and lean. Unless they're overfed, in which case then you've got a fat cat. Nobody wants to eat a fat cat. Everyone thinks their fur babies are the best on the planet. I don't think, oh, no. Tegra's not the best on the planet. Tegra's just a nice little kitty cat. She's my nice little kitty cat. Spooky is, again, the nicest cat I've ever met. Alucard is a horrendous feral dickhole. And, he is a furry little ass. I'm responsible for him. So, roof rabbits. What do you mean roof rabbits? I think you should trademark pimp water. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Johnny K's pimp water. But I mean, who's gonna believe? Like, I'm gonna have to find someone else to sell it. I can't call it Johnny K's pimp water. I'll just have to make like pimp water, and I'll have to find someone else to sell it. Because no one, like, I can't be the face of pimp water. All right. Like, no one's going to be like, hey, let's get some of that pimp water. You know, the thing the crippled guy sells. Egg Foo Kittens has fallen? No. Fallen the Great. You thought Sesame Chicken was good. You should try Sesame Kitten. That's just gross, man. Why would you do such a thing? I am ashamed for you. Tegra had to leave. Because that she couldn't stand for this or purr. She just had to get up and get out. So, yep, she wouldn't stick around. Johnny K's pimp water, walk with a limp or your money back. I mean, you could easily be the face of pimp water. Just put your red glasses back on, homo. Which ones? I have so many pairs of glasses. Oh, wait, he means the... I like those, man. Those are nice. I mean, whatever. F you for my Ozzy Osbourne impression glasses. I haven't used those in a while. But yes, I'm not going to do pimp water. So thank you for that. Anyhow, moving on. A young lady has sounded off on social media this weekend about a problem in her relationship, and nearly 3,000 people so far are reacting and responding to her story. Describing herself as a 20-year-old female, a woman wrote that her boyfriend, who is also 20, share pretty much everything. She said, I like my t-shirts oversized, usually a men's medium. So they fit him, she wrote. Oh, no. Sharing more on Reddit, specifically the subreddit known as Am I the Asshole? Right. Subreddit that I always go to for this shit. The woman goes by the username Zealous Ideal Lie 1085, revealed to others that recently her significant other started playing paintball and started wearing t-shirts I bought. Oh, God, no, not the paintball. I thought you were just going to say he's wearing your shirts and he's making them, like, you know, smelly and stuff. The boyfriend, she wrote, claims it'll wash out, which it sometimes does. Not really. He'll go get clothes covered in paint and then wait 2 to 3 weeks to wash it. Ew. The woman wrote, He wore my black cargo pants, which really ticked me off because I really like the way they fit me. She added, I told him I don't want him wearing my clothes anymore. At that point, she shared, we got into an argument, and I said he should buy his own clothes, which hit a nerve because he doesn't have a job. Oh, no. But wait a minute. The young woman said, I make more than enough money to support us, and money isn't the problem. So then what is? Rather, she said the issue is he has no problem ruining clothes that he didn't buy. She added, I do feel bad for arguing and bringing up that he has no income. So you brought up he has no income. Why did you bring? Because you buy the clothes? Okay. That still seems interesting. In the top upvoted comments so far on the platform, earning over 6,000 votes, a person wrote, he doesn't have a job and still can't wash your clothes in a timely manner after using them for paintball. Please take a harder look at this relationship. Someone else in response to that comment wrote, this and he can't afford clothes of his own for this activity, but can afford to play paintball. Yeah, so wait a minute. How is he playing the paintball? Because you have to like either rent the equipment or buy the equipment, and you have to buy the bullets. This whole thing sounds hinky. How long have you been with this guy? So you guys are in your 20s, so this is a first-time relationship. I'm gonna guess this is just one that needs to end. It doesn't I don't think it's working out. Especially if you're having this much trouble this early on. It seems like you guys might not be fit for each other. One of you really loves paintball and the other one likes working. Oh, man. She pays for paintball too. We know who pays for the pants in that relationship. Should have told him he is a pencil dick too. I mean, just kick him while he's down then. Friendo, I think Steven Ranalia has eaten mountain lion, so your cats technically can be on the menu, just saying. Why are we being so mean to the cats, man? I don't understand. Cats just want to go on about their lives. Just leave them be. Alrighty. So, yeah, she's paying for the paintball. She's paying for the clothes. This guy is a dick all overall. I mean, how fucking good do you have to have it, man? You are a kept man, and you get to go out and play paintball. She's not even pissed that you're using her clothes to play paintball in. She's only upset that you're not washing them in a timely manner. And then she's like, hey, why don't you get your own clothes? For me, that would end with the whole, I can't afford them. I don't have any money. And then it would be like, hey, well, here's some money. Go buy some clothes. Problem solved. I mean, oh, my God. Dude, she's in her 20s. It might be a little low for me, but if you're in the upper end of the 20s, we can talk. Like, hey, what do you do? I don't even play paintball anymore. I mean, I still want to. I don't. Alrighty. We have 30 minutes left in the show, and my glasses are digging into my ears today. Does this guy blame his parents for being short? No. He blames his parents for being a useless dick. All right. So, as I was saying, we have 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 stories left to round out the end of the show, and then we're gonna be calling it without overtime today again, so I can hang out with my adorable little child. She needs to play him that Beyonce song Irreplaceable on his way out. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, dude. You're literally... She's keeping you in the house for what? Just to bone? Like, that's really what it seems like. Like, the pleasure of your company and for sex purposes. Because she's making all the money. She's supporting the both of you. It sounds like she really doesn't mind doing it. Honestly, if you would just buy your own fucking clothes and wash them on your own, I think everything would be aces. But since you can't master this, I'm going to guess this relationship's going to come to a close. And I bet once it does, you're going to be that guy that, I don't understand what happened. I'm the perfect boyfriend. Ah, sure you are. It's a remarkably easy street life, my friend. How are you fucking this up? That's all I want to know. Following the crate. Was she a great big fat person? That one's too soon. After the inhale. Johnny dresses up more for his show than Fetterman does for the Senate floor. Oh, we didn't get that story today, but yeah, dude, they want to change the dress code on the Senate floor, and apparently it's, I think, just because we have to make an excuse for Fetterman never wanting to wear a suit and tie. We gotta find a way to, you know, just kind of space things out just a touch so we can cover for old sweatpants. Old sweatpants Fetterman. He must be a sweatpants guy, otherwise you wouldn't think he'd really be that comfortable in women's jeans. Who are we talking about, Mr. Q? The guy in the story? Because he was wearing cargo pants. I don't think they were women's jeans. And that's another thing, too, man. You gotta... I guess it depends on the kind of paintball you're playing. But you gotta dress appropriately. I mean, otherwise, you gotta cover the nuts. You need a cup. Because otherwise, you don't cover the nuts. And, spoiler alert, you're going to catch one in the balls. It's going to be a bad time. Oof. Balls hate it when you have a third ball enter. It's just not. 2 balls enter. 3 balls enter. 1 ball leave. All right. Anyways, let's get into this story. Checking up. We checked on New York. Or no, did we check on New York? I don't know if we checked on New York. We checked on we checked on Chicago. There we go. And now we're going to check in on California. California is now suffering from a new trend. Apparently, a new breed of criminal has emerged from California, proving that even in a fecal-ridden, I guess, societally collapsing shithole, new life forms will always emerge. Life finds a way. So this new breed of criminal, sea pirates. It's a callback, actually. I should have got a shanty ready. Alrighty, so California has now gone to the realm of sea pirates. And by sea pirates, I mean people are going and ransacking and stealing boats in California marinas. Steve Young had his 40-foot yacht, Sea Ray, stolen. They spotted it a few days later, stuck on some nearby rocks. The thieves were still on board. Young called the police for help. I told them that somebody's on the boat. They're moving it as we speak, recalled Young. Can you just go down and impound it? The police gave us. Well, do you have a report? I said, no, we just found it. It's grounded. There's people on it. Can you do anything? They said, we can't do anything. What you need to do is get a police report. Apparently, the police never came. What they did do to the boat was just unbelievable, Young said. Normally, you'd expect them to take the dinghy and your liquor and stuff like that. But they took the fishing poles. They took the fighting chairs. They took the barbecue pits. And everything they didn't take, they destroyed. Oh, wow. They stole some GPS equipment, bilge pumps, 3 handguns with ammunition. And if the theft wasn't enough, the pirates left Young some gifts. Used hypodermic needles and a message, I love Jesse, written in bleach on the couch cushions. Oh, wow. So now this trend is taken off to the point where sailors in California are arming themselves, and Michael West, who lives aboard a boat, says someone in this marina had to defend themselves with guns against the pirates. And that's where it's at right now. Everybody here has a gun or a knife, sword or a stick or something, to protect themselves. So we won't even bother to call the police anymore, said West. See, we're going to handle it ourselves. Oh, no. I'd like to say this is unexpected. Fall in the grave. I see a pirate on my phone. A butt pirate. Yeah, I get it. I get it. You're saying I'm gay. I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, I'm not, but I get it a lot. I mean, almost enough where I should start probably putting it on my taxes, but I don't know. I don't want to commit. I've never been that kind of a guy, which is weird because you would think as a guy who can't commit, that should be my community. But all right, who's coming with me? It's time to do some mercenary work. What? You mean on the high seas? Are you going out to reclaim the boats of the California marinas? I felt like it was more of a them solving it themselves thing. I didn't actually want to get involved. I wasn't like saying like, hey, let's all, get on board the poop deck and throw up a Jolly Roger and find them. I wasn't really. I was saying more like it's gotten so bad with theft in California that people are like, let's just take people's boats and shit. Bring out the cannons. I mean, do we need cannons? Can we make them walk the plank? That's what you need to do. You need to round up the boat thieves, and then you just take them really far offshore, and then you ditch them. Like, all right, best of luck, homie. Just to the point where they can't see the coast anymore, Like, all right, later. Hope you have a compass. You're going to need to make sure you know which way you're going. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. All righty. Well, that's that story. Again, California, man, it just keeps getting better over there. I really want to live there on a boat. It's going to be awesome. I'm down to go with your phone. I bet you there's a good reward. Otherwise, just do it. Pirates really do. I'm confused, Mr. Q. I am very confused. But we do not have a whole lot of time left, so let's get Oh, actually, we had this. I was talking about this story earlier. Someone else was mentioning it. Did Chuck Schumer just get rid of the Senate's dress code so John Fetterman can keep wearing shorts and hoodies? So, alrighty. So, where is the actual story? The United States Remember when the United States Senate used to be a dignified institution? Okay, neither do I, but the senators at least used to dress like they took things seriously. Then came John Fetterman, the senator from Pennsylvania who had a stroke. During his campaign, he lost the ability to He lost the ability to speak, or think coherently. Usually that would be a career ender, but not in the world of politics. Now that he has been elected to the most prestigious chamber of representatives on the planet, Fetterman keeps showing up in shorts and hoodies. Meet with the president, shorts and a hoodie. Go to a session in the Senate, shorts and a hoodie. Alrighty. But rather than force Fetterman to comply and risk sending their rubber stamp back to the hospital with yet another mental breakdown, Senate Leader Chuck Schumer has simply tossed out the dress code. The leaders of our nation have now lowered dress standards than fast food workers. Senators can wear whatever they want to work, and all because of the Slavenness of one man. So wait a minute, just to appease just to cover for Fetterman? How far does... All right, so if this is going to go, can we get it the way we want then? All right, so then people can wear whatever they want. Can we see Margie Taylor Greene well, actually, I don't care about Margie Taylor Greene. Can we see Boebert in some sexy, skimpy numbers? I feel like she should have to wear some yoga pants and yoga shirts if those are a thing. Just something to keep the twins and all the assets on full display. I feel like that should be a thing. No dress code for members. I don't know if I like this or not, because on the one hand, I mean, I don't feel like you guys wearing suits made you anyhow better people. But I do kind of like the fact that when I look at the Senate or the House of Representatives, it doesn't just look like a homeless camp, which Fetterman is kind of starting to make it look more like a homeless camp. So if we're going to take it as like we're all going to do the Fetterman, like, I mean, does this mean now that we get to see, like, I don't know, Chuck Schumacher coming in like, you know, like a whole Nike outfit, you know, with a gold chain, backwards hat? Nancy Pelosi just will come in not wearing her skin suit. She's just going to wear the whole normal lizard face thing. That's what it'll be. Oh, man. This is, again, it's just to cover because you don't want to lose. I'm sorry. Chuck Schumer, you guys, I know you want to keep Fetterman. I get it. But you need to get rid of Fetterman. Fetterman's got to go. McConnell's got to go. Just all of the reboot people got to go. In fact, in my opinion, all of you old ass fucks need to go. You shouldn't be in charge anymore. But that's just me. So, anyways, so that's that. We did that story. We got it out. We took care of it. Well, if Congress is supposed to be a reflection of the people, that's a good thing that they all look homeless. We will all be there soon. I mean, yeah, but they won't be. They're just going to pretend. But Fetterman is finally getting good. What do you mean Fetterman's finally getting good? Like he's talking and we can understand? Or like you enjoy the show that is Fetterman? I mean, I don't understand Fetterman's getting good. The laughing troll he did at the Biden impeachment was respectable. I don't know about it. I guess I have to look into that. Maybe you might be right. He might be funny. And intentionally so. Anyways, so we've got an interesting story. A cringy woman is sobbing after a vomit-induced love surge video with her fella is trolled. All right, I want to see the video she posted. All right, so a love-struck woman was left in tears after receiving cruel but understandable backlash over a cringy video she posted demonstrating a love surge with her husband. Liliana Wild of Los Angeles has racked up nearly 200,000 followers on TikTok. That's sad. Where she documents sappy moments of married life with her husband of 5 years, Sean Kolar. But last month, the couple were met with a negative reaction when they decided to video and share what they dubbed the cringiest, most coupley thing ever. All right. Well, I would love to see the...
Want to see the cringiest, most coupley thing?
Yes, I do. You're getting ahead of me. Let me frame it for the screen. I'm going to say right now, she looks all right, right? Like, I mean, I wouldn't say no to that. Maybe I'm just easily pleased, but not half bad. So what is the cringiest, most coupley thing ever? And if I may, for me, the cringiest thing ever is that no matter what is about to happen in this video right now, no matter what you guys are about to get up to, he's back there smiling like that. That's the problem. He's back there and he's just, nah, we're going to do something dumb. I mean, don't get me wrong. If the framing was just a little bit wider, I could make it look like I could reach behind and grab his ass. All right, anyways. So, he's too happy about this. And you're saying it's the cringiest, most coupley thing ever. Take it away.
Want to see the cringiest, most coupley thing ever? This is called a love surge. And we do this when one of us has like so much love in our limbs that we can't contain it and feel like we're going to explode. So Sean is having a love surge right now.
That's called a man who's getting ready to ejaculate. This is, oh my God, this is bad. He's having a love surge right now. I mean, that would be what I would call like throw it to the ground. Like, what are you doing? I'm having a love surge. He trolled it. It was meme worthy all on its own. Yeah, I did. I'll have to look into it. Can't wait for season 2. All right, here we go. This is hilarious. This is making me want to puke. And like right now, like if it weren't for the fact that like flat as a board, I'd be like, dude, whatever.
And he's going to wrap around me and shake with the electricity of love until I catch it too and start shaking. And then you explode with a love surge. I love getting a sneak peek into the insane shit that couples do that should never be public. I mean, Fat Conan, just stick it in. Stick it in, stick it in. I'm sorry. I am having trouble moving on from the fact that I just immediately used a plug it in jingle for somebody effing their wife. Stick it in, stick it in.
I feel so much better.
Don't you?
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that's the love surge.
So much love was just surged.
Oh, he makes it so douchey. Oh, go change your shorts, you douche canoe. All right, so that happened. Okay. And so do we get to another video?
Oh, yes. Okay. So we have the follow-up. So that was the video that was shared. That was the video that they thought the internet needed. Let's see what the internet gave them back. We have a response to her. Well, we have her response to the response she received. The overwhelming.
I didn't expect like that much hate on the video.
Hey!
A lot.
Hey! You're getting ahead of yourself. Again, don't ask me to log in to I don't have a TikTok. Okay. So let's get back to this this lady here. Again, the Muslims were right. Fucking. Wow, Fallen. Wow. I don't know why you have such issue with this lady. But maybe this, you know what? Since you apparently have an issue with this lady, I take no joy in this, but maybe this will help your position. Again, almost looks like I can reach behind there. I didn't expect this much hate on the video. I mean, you didn't expect it, but you should have.
I didn't expect like that much hate on the video. A lot of the duets and stitches were really funny, and I laughed a lot. I can take a joke, and I can laugh at myself. But then some of the comments got like, really, really mean, and they were like wishing that like someone cheated on each other, or wishing that like DV on me, or SA, or like to, I don't know, live.
You realize if you put yourself out on the internet, shit like this is going to come back to you. I mean, I'm not saying Fanatical Bucks fan. Wah, yeah, she is a little upset. I didn't expect the internet to be assholes. I mean, when is the internet ever assholes? Right, Rexdart? That's what I'm saying. You put yourself out there. You make that incredibly douchey video. I'm surprised this is the first one that's caught any sort of sort of backlash, if you will, from the internet for being douchey or creepy or gross. Like, I'm sorry. Two people being super coupley is usually something that is really amusing and funny and cute to the two people being super coupley. The rest of us could give a shit overall. The rest of us aren't really impressed. We don't really need to deal with it. It's not a big deal. But you keep telling yourself it is. I just want a little love surge on my blouse, and this happened. Dude, she just wanted a little love surge in that. All right, but anyways, their love surge thing was incredibly douchey. You chose to share it. So I have a hard time feeling bad for you. You also chose to read all the comments. Look, man, if you see hateful comments, you got to be like, hey, either just detach yourself from it and move on, or just, no. Her face says, why won't you love me? Well, I mean, that's because that's who she is, Thorne. Anybody who needs their relationship, this is the problem with TikTok. Too many people think, oh, I have this TikTok, so I can just share my life, and only people who think I'm super awesome or what I do is super cool will be a part of that. No, people will be a part of it if they want to. Some of those people might be horrible assholes who just want to ruin your life and see you be miserable because that's the only way they're happy. Those people are watching this right now and they're feeding on it like a vampire. This is giving them the sustenance that they need to live because they're like, oh, look at her cry. She's so upset. Yeah, that's what you get for acting like a stupid douche canoe because you and this other guy found happiness together. You sad sons of bitches. I live home alone in a fucking one-bedroom apartment and I will not stop until me and my internet trolls ruin your happiness. And that's what they're after. And then the sad part is, once they ruin your happiness, they won't feel complete. They won't be happy. They'll still be just as miserable as they were before. And now you're all cryy face and ugly.
myself, and I think, like, if the goal was to make me sad, you did it. You won. I'm not talking about the hilarious stitches or anything. I'm talking about, like, the really mean, hurtful comments. And, yeah, so I think a lot of times people type something online and then they don't see the result of it. And this is the result. And if you like doing this to people, then keep doing it. And if you don't, then maybe think about it and stop.
Wow, way to pick a fucking side, lady. Are you gonna champion victims or Dio? Okay, thanks, I will. Right? Do you not understand how the internet works? It's been around for a while. All right? It's been around for a hot minute. You got to get with it here. All right? I'm sorry, Toots, but this ain't the time for that sort of game. All right? If you like it, then keep doing that. Yeah, they're gonna. They are going to. Dio is literally saying, thanks for the permission.
And again, I'm not talking about, like, the silly jokes or the duets or stitches where people, like, add something valuable. I'm talking about, like, the really mean comments that wish, like, terrible, terrible things on me. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's called the internet. I'm not sure if you're aware, but that's most comment sections. Dude, you're lucky if you have a non-active comment section. If you have a comment section that isn't shitting on you, well, then you're not on the internet. I wish a donkey gives you a love search from behind. Oh, no. I don't know what all those terms she meant were. Anyways, I have to get out of here. I normally would go for another half hour. We do still have one story left. I'll have to save that for tomorrow. The jet disappearing over South Carolina, but we need her on this chat for an interview. I mean, I feel like you guys might be a little harsh on that lady. Internet needs a might be triggered warning on the internet. Right? Certain people just need to be warned or taught that that's not where you should be going. But thank you. Shunt me even harder. Well, that was fun. Alrighty. We've had a great time. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. It's been awesome. I hate to have to book out without doing our overtime, but like I said, I made a promise to my little girl. So we'll be back tomorrow on the Steel Toe Morning Show at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I'll be back here at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until then, take care.
Game over. Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck this fucking? How did you two fucking fuck? Game over, man. It's game over.
No, you fool, we're following orders.
What about you guys? We ain't found shit.
Like a midget at a urinal, I was going to have to stay on my toes.